Mnemonics, a useful tool for forming long-term memories. What are mnemonics? Memory aids which can help with memory retention or recall. These learning techniques can help you retain information. I found they can make otherwise hard things to remember much easier. There are several different types of mnemonic devices. I want to briefly go over 6 of those today. The first is rhyming. Rhyming is a way to give your brain a retrieval cue to access the information needed. Another type of mnemonic device is musical mnemonics. You can use any familiar song and change the words as needed. I became more interested in mnemonics after reading the studies and simultaneously seeing how widely they are used by my kindergartner to learn much more than I remember learning back in kindergarten. Just a couple of months into the year, many of these 5-year-olds know not only their letter sounds, but how to spell several words by using both rhyming and musical mnemonics. Another mnemonic is acronyms. We use these every day, usually without much thought. Chunking can be very useful with long numbers and long lists. With long numbers, try putting them into smaller groups, like we do with Social Security numbers and phone numbers. Putting similar items together is also helpful. You can test this out next time you go to the grocery store. Try remembering your grocery list in its current order. Then, try putting similar items together, like cleaning products, vegetables, and drinks. Then see how well you remember them. Another useful memory aid is imagery. You can use visual images to help you remember difficult things. I've used this personally with names many times. Imagine meeting identical twins and having trouble remembering their names. Say one is named Lily and one is named Rose. Lily has shorter hair. You could remember this by assigning the shorter hair to Lily because L comes before R. The last mnemonic I'm covering today is the method of loci, also known as memory journey and mind palace technique. The way to do this technique is to make words into pictures and place them along areas you are familiar with, such as your childhood home or a street you drive on daily. A few quick tips when using mnemonics. Firstly, rather than making up your own, consider first searching for an already existing mnemonic. Try a quick Google search like mnemonics for skeletal system, and you will find plenty of mnemonics. Secondly, if it isn't likely to have an existing mnemonic, make sure you make yours memorable by making them personal to you. Colorful, exaggerated, funny, gross, and weird are all helpful for memorization, so don't be afraid to let them be silly. Have there been any studies on mnemonics? The answer is yes. A recent study on stroke patients using a visual mnemonic showed improved memorization. Another recent study on teenagers using musical mnemonics to learn new vocabulary words showed improved memory. But wait, there's more. John Hattie has spent 25 years researching factors associated with student learning. Much of this research can be found on Corwin Visible Learning Medics, which lists mnemonics as potential to considerably accelerate student achievement. What's possibly even more impressive about this conclusion is the fact that it's based on 166 studies conducted on over 4,000 students. Visit Visible Learning Medics for more information on this research. Final thoughts. What ways have you used mnemonics in the past? I would like to encourage you to think about it over the next couple of weeks. If you are like me, it's probably more than you initially realized. Do you know the HOMES acronym for the Great Lakes or Roy G. Biv? Do you think these lists would be more difficult to remember without using the mnemonic? Lastly, how can you incorporate mnemonics into your studies? That's the end of my presentation today. Please see my references. I hope this was helpful to you. Thank you.